It's a money printer always. Like, yeah, All Hail King Julian is a solid TV show. Had to do a reseat on that one. I have a copy of a Harvest Moon game. Hey, Retro Edit. So far, yes, but we've been doing mostly extremely easy ones today. The thing that mainly that we've been worried about Retro Edit is games that have interactions with save RAM. But when the games don't interact with that at all, they've been generally extremely consistent. Alyosha's been making a lot of progress on Game Boy Advance accuracy. This is the Ice Age movie tie-in game. It's just called Ice Age. So this was like the first Ice Age movie tie-in game. I'll link the list. It's a good 40 or 50 games. This game was developed by Artificial Mind and Movement and published by Ubisoft. It was given reviews of 46% from Game Rankings and 47% by Metacritic. 7 negative reviews, 4 iffy reviews. This seems less a case of a fun-filled movie inspiring a game than of a development company getting assigned a game by their publisher and told to crank it out quickly. A bit more than an hour of straightforward play was all that was needed to get to the end sequence and credits. Probably not cool enough for experienced gamers, Ice Age is perfect for beginners. Despite its heinous gameplay, the game is remarkably easy to get through, even if it does make you sporadically scream out in anger. This would have been impressive in the 1980s, but it is just plain average and easy by today's standards. The frustrating gameplay will turn even the most eager gamer's experience sour after a few levels. If there were ever budget titles for the Game Boy Advance, this title would be the perfect candidate. However, at the price it's being advertised, it's hardly worth anyone's time. Even if you suddenly became an Ice Age fan and must grab everything related to the franchise. I missed the epic skip. I'm sorry. I was busy reading ancient review clips from Metacritic. Ice Age 2 by Sierra? Okay, let's see. So, Artificial Mind and Movement is Behavior Interactive, and Behavior Interactive went on to do Silent Hill Ascension. They're still doing stuff. The casting of Frank Stone from the world of Dead by Daylight. They did Dead by Daylight in 2016. Oh, interesting. Dead by Daylight is a massive game these days. These are the people who do Dead by Daylight still today. Wow. But yeah, they used to do a ton of movie tie-in games. They did the Ice Age Continental Drift game. They did the Disney Planes game. Back when they were Artificial Mind and Movement, their first game was The Grinch in 2000 for a couple things. PlayStation Dreamcast. They did a Monsters, Inc. tie-in game. Scooby-Doo tie-in game. Carmen Sandiego tie-in game. Home on the Range tie-in game. They did Kim Possible 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Oh yeah, Sid the Sloth does have a bit of an ET look to him, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, like, it's like what the review said, right? Like, if this were made for the NES, when, like, Super Mario Bros. Was a thing, this would be innovative. Like, if this were made instead of Super Mario Bros., if this were the first 2D platformer, this would be an amazing game. But by the Game Boy Advance era, this is just lazy as a tie-in game. This is your most basic, generic, and like, look at those sprites, like, and we're getting password saving? Like, come on, people. We're getting some damage boosts. Yeah. Well, didn't Telltale actually, like, start having issues a few years ago? Like, I know a whole bunch of their games got delisted from the Steam store. But yeah, for a long, long time, the Walking Dead game they did was so successful. I was worried it had desync there, but it looked like that falling was a strategy. It's interesting. Oh, cool. We got an auto-scroller now. Wonderful. Yeah, I mean, for how good the movie was, this movie did not deserve this game. I will say, yeah, like, I have to imagine... Oh, Traveler's Tales who make the Lego games. Yeah, no, I think that... Oh, Telltale is different, yeah. Traveler's Tales, I think, is the one I was thinking of that did have a bunch of stuff delisted on Steam. Oh, I think a bunch of the Lego stuff they like lost the rights to and had delist at one point. This is based on the first movie. But yeah, like I can totally see this being like actually a decent job by the studio for the budget they were given. Like they being given like, hey, we need an Ice Age game in 20 days. Here's $20,000. Oh, the Sid the Sloth. Oh, though that really could have used better art. Oh yeah, the kid on the back it's bad. That's barely art. I'm really curious what the Madagascar games look like now, especially also because there's 2 of them, and one of them is a sequel, and it would make a lot of sense if like Operation Penguin got more development effort for being like, oh, this is actually a really successful property. We need to put money into it now. Yeah, Operation Penguin got decent reviews. Not amazing, but decent. Yeah, that is something, like, I mentioned streaming some RuneScape stuff possibly. It's something else I want to do is I definitely want to stream when I do a Carnage TAS. I started working on that a few months ago, and I would really love to actually finish that out before April Fools. Like, Carnage is a really good game, actually, and it deserves to have a TAS. And, it's not been tasked, so to at least be able to create a baseline for it is something I would love to do. Yeah, I would love to see that catch a Poke player. Like, I really would. I would love to see a Gen 3 Pokemon game verified. I mean, like I said, Maria has done some resyncing work on it already, but I think it's still not fully accurate for what would be needed. Wait, like human? You mean like it's that hard to beat Snood as a human? What is Snood? Is it a puzzle game? Yeah, like do some work to improve NBA with findings from Alyosha's work or something. Yeah. Is GBA GBAHawk still like running way below real-time speed then or something? We're in auto-scroller territory again, it looks like. Yeah, I agree, casual player. Like, I remember we were talking about that somewhere recently, maybe on the TASes subreddit, about how there's an importance of a emulator being able to emulate much faster than real-time speed for TASing to be viable. And no, it was in Discord, in the emulation channel. Oh boy, level 10. I should check with Carnage if it can be done on GBAHawk at some, or maybe like resync to GBAHawk after I do it in. That's probably what I would do, is do it in MGBA and resync it to GBAHawk. What do you mean by GR, Gogo? Grunty's Revenge. Cool. Okay, this looks like it took a little bit more than $20,000. That's a lot of people. But I am sure that they got really underpaid for building this. Does this look like a Comic Sans font? It is kind of Comic Sans-y. Comic Sans crits. Oh man.